Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal. So the Sensex gained an incredible 19% in April, but today it fell by about almost 6%. So it looks as if uh, the worst is yet to come in terms of what the market can do from here. What investors should understand is, and this is something that I've been saying for a while, the biggest problem or the biggest enemy for investors is not a sharp fall, because typically history tells us that sharp gains have been followed by sharp falls, or sharp falls have been followed by sharp gains, and so on. But if the market just does nothing and is range bound for a while, for months and months and months and months, maybe even years, then it can really test your patience. But at the same time, for young earners, this is the best time to invest, and this is something that I've said repeatedly. So let's take a quick look at some charts. So this is the usual chart that I've been tracking for a while now. Regular viewers may be knowing. So this is dated as on the previous market close. Today this red line would have dropped down by about 6% down. So I have tracked the ongoing fall, the Harshad Mehta scam, which is in red. The ongoing fall the ongoing fall is in red. The Harshad Mehta scam is in black. The 2008 crisis is in blue, and the dot-com crisis is in green. The number of business days since the start of the fall is shown in the x-axis. So we still are a long way away, both in terms of the economy reviving and as well as seeing the curve, the corona curve for India plateauing, because just now I saw news that there are 527 cases in Tamil Nadu. This is more than double of what it was yesterday. The testing has been ramped up at a time when relaxations have been also issued. So it's a scary time for many states, and Tamil Nadu has joined that list. So it's going to be take quite a while for the curve to flatten, in my opinion. I'll show you some data for that. But before that, the news has also come in that India has borrowed 1.5 billion US dollars from the Asian Development Bank to fight the pandemic, to give relief. So they need this money because the government is the government for resources have already been stretched too thin, and also the Center for Monitoring the Indian Economy has reported a threefold increase in unemployment from March to April. Now the unemployment levels are now 23.5%. So which means that even if the economy resumes functioning in full today, which is unlikely to happen, it's going to take some months for recovery, some months for profits, and some months for debts to be paid, and so on. So it's going to be, and we are very far away from flattening the curve, and so it's going to be, even if the market doesn't fall anymore. I mean, the point I want to make in this post is, people are worried about market falling further, going to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. No, it need not do that for you to get poor returns. It can just stay around the current levels and just do that for months and months, and your returns will automatically go down. So the point now is that this is the rate of daily compounding in the corona cases, in the active cases countrywide. This has been falling for most of April, but because of the increased testing, unfortunately, India has increased the testing towards the fag end of the lockdown, and in the lockdown 3.0 as it's being called, and that's going to probably ruin this nice fall. The rate of daily compounding was nicely falling, and that's probably going to ruin it, and I think it's already started to ruin it. Today it's going to worsen, and based on this rate of daily compounding with data taken from covid19india.org, I had projected, based on the last 10-day rate of compounding, I had projected the plateau to be somewhere end of May, and then probably from there into June it will start falling. The number of active cases would start falling. Probably it's going to get worse. It's going to get pushed. We might see, might hit close to 1 lakh active cases. That's my projection, but I don't know, it could pan out wrong, right? So I just want to point out that whether this projection is right or wrong doesn't matter, but even intuitively, it should be clear to you that the markets, there is no evidence of the economy kickstarting back again. Earlier there was is it a slowdown or is it a recession? But now we are very clear it is a proper recession now, and there's really no hope for investors in the horizon in the short term. And unless the stock market sees that hope, it will not move up. So it's just going to wait. It need not fall down. It's just going to wait. But what should you do? That's what's important. Besides staying safe and all that, I've said it several times. Investors who are young earners, they should invest systematically. Please don't wait for the market to fall down. Please don't wait for the market to settle down. Use this time, invest systematically, ramp up your investment systematically, correct your asset allocation to 50-60% equity if possible, if necessary. Have a risk management plan, but please don't wait. Waiting can also be risky. The time you just get lost, you cannot get it back again. So start investing. You have to bear this pain. You have to go through this period of poor returns. But if you have goals more than 10 years away, you can continue to invest in equity, but have the clear asset allocation plan of how you will reduce this equity. And with people who have shorter goals, they may have to bear the pain and book some losses and adjust themselves to increased fixed income allocation. So it may take some time to recover. Goal guys are more or less all right. They can invest more, but shorter term goals, 10 years and below that, I would suggest that you recognize the loss in equity and adjust yourself, increase your fixed income exposure, and sort of adjust your financial goals accordingly at your corpus and so on. If you're a retiree and if you have some equity allocation, it's better for you to get professional advice from a fee-only advisor. So the primary point is the market may or may not crash further. It need not crash further for you to get poor returns. It looks clear that for the next few months, the economy is not really going to revive and the market is going to wait and wait and wait. This is a time for you to invest. Stop waiting. Don't wait for the market to fall down further and so on. Just start investing. Thank you. Bye-bye.